Hey there, YouTube. The people have spoken and they want me to play High Elves. I'm going to drop some High Elf content. The week is getting started here with a Peclis game. So, I don't play much High Elves, so I'm trying to kind of figure stuff out here, kind of see what works. I know what units I like from the High Elf roster, though, so I'm going to be bringing White Lions of Crace here, Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers, Noble on horseback, some spearmen, a couple rangers, and obviously Peclis is one of my favorite high elf lords, so I'm going to be bringing him as well. I'd like to bring his fiery convocation bound spell, but unfortunately I just did not have the funds for it this time, so I brought Net, Enfeebling Foe, Flock of Doom, Regrowth, and the Potion of Charoy. I got double silver helms here on the flank, and I take position in this woods here, and I'm hoping to use my Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers, keep them nice and protected. I'm playing against Tomb Kings here, and he's brought a pretty construct heavy build, so anyway. He's got the Heirotitan, which is a very expensive unit. He's got Setra the Imperishable on his warsphinx, Necrotex, a Tomb Prince, a couple of skeletal warriors and archers, and he's got the horse archers here on the side as well. So I'm flying over with Peclis to kind of see what's going on in the woods here. We can't quite see everything just yet, so I'm kind of taking a look to see what we got. And Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers are firing in, trying to get some damage down on these archers because they're going to be the biggest threat. I drop a net here to kind of slow things down, and full disclosure, I thought I had Fiery Convocation. I do not. But nonetheless, we're still triggering that Kindle Flame, and Peclis is going to be doing some nice fire damage. So we're going to be putting down some work on these archers. Drop a Flock of Doom on my way out, and I take a nice Shem's Burning Gaze to the face, so I'm going to be getting Peclis the heck out of there. That was definitely not fun. White Lions charging in. We're going to do some pretty solid damage, and then I trap them in here with the Silver Helm, so we're going to wreck that front line. Lapse of micro there a little bit by me with the Silver Helms, but we're going to get another charge in on these archers. So we've done a pretty good job of shutting down his archers, and the White Lions should do a great job of wrecking this front line. Here comes Setra, though, to kind of rain on our parade. Bring in the Noble, though, to try to get some damage down, and I'm going to start using my archers here to kind of focus down Setra, and hoping to pull my Silver Helms through here. Not sure if he summoned this unit here. No, Setra doesn't have summon, so that must have been a reserve spearman that he used to trap in my Silver Helms. But we can also do some trapping here. So we trap in Setra, and we switch our Eagle Claws to anti-large mode. I pull back a unit of spears because I see his archers are kind of sitting on the flank, or skeletal archers. I'm really not sure why he hasn't brought them back here yet. Pull those Silver Helms out and bring in another unit to charge here. So that's some beautiful cycle charging, if I do say so myself. Again, the White Lions are going to handily win these frontline engagements, so my opponent really needs to start supporting those skeletal spearmen, or we're going to be in his backline in no time at all. Focus firing Setra with my archers and the bolt throwers here. He finally brings the skeletal horse archers in, but once he sees the spearmen, I think he kind of gets scared off there a bit and doesn't really charge in. But he does start taking some fire on my bolt throwers here, but since they're in the woods, they're going to have a little bit of protection from those arrows. And then the blob fight is on, so my opponent brings in pretty much everything he's got left, summons his Ushabtis, and I take the opportunity with Peclis to get back here and kind of chase off the Boshabti, bringing in these White Lions to chase off those archers, and bringing my Silver Helms back around for some more hammer and anvils. Eventually. Yeah, my micro still needs some work, but we're working down Setra here. Speaking of needing work, we're working down Setra here. He's starting to crumble, and between the Silver Helms kind of trapping him in there, my Noble, I gotta pull him out there. He got some really bad debuffs on him, so I'm trying to pull him out. Peclis does get into some trouble, so I'm trying to get him out as well. On foot, the bird is not going to be faster than these archers, so I need to really just hobble my way back to my White Lions here, or bring the Silver Helms in to try to get him out of the situation. Finally, the micro kicks in. My brain is starting to work, so I bring in these Silver Helms to get the charge down. So now Peclis is freed. We sandwich in these archers, Plus, with the Eagle Claw bolt throwers firing in, these skeletal horse archers are not long for this earth. So we crumble them out. Unfortunately, some friendly fire there killing that silver helm. But yeah, Setra's just trying to juke and dodge his way out of this one, but I think he's going to be falling here pretty shortly. Between the archers firing in and my bolt throwers getting back online, I did actually use my spearmen to chase off the missile cav here in skirmish modes. That was kind of a clever maneuver there. Setra's running for his life as the bolt throwers fire in. It looks like he's not quite out of the range yet, though, of them, so kind of unfortunate stuff there. Do get a nice charge in with the silver helms here. And Setra goes down. Maybe they tickled him a little bit as they were running by, or maybe the bolt thrower hit him, but we were going actually for the archers here. So with Setra falling, pretty much all that's left is a Heirotitan and the Necrotech. So I bring Peclis in here, get some of the buffs going on him, and with the, oh gosh, what's it called? For my noble Guardian, thank you. For my noble and the archers and the bolt throwers being able to focus fire the Heirotitan. There's really not much left for my opponent here. I get the silver helms on the Ushabti, who are actually probably going to win that engagement, especially with support from the archers. But really just trying to keep them from firing into this blob while we finish off the Heirotitan. Because once that Heirotitan goes, it's going to probably be army losses for my opponent. So down goes the Heirotitan. Now we can take some time and kill the Tomb Prince here. Necrotech died a little bit ago, and the bolt throwers are now kind of without a job, so they're just kind of dancing back and forth. Turn and face their mortal enemies of the horse archers, taking 2 or 3 out with each volley. Oh, the tree eats that one. Oh no! Skeletal horse archers are able to get it done over here. Big AoE rampage by my opponent from the Tomb Prince. But this is kind of exactly where I want them to be, so it's not really that big of a deal. And army losses kick in, and the forces of the Tomb Kings crumble away. So, close victory for my first game on the High Elves in a very long time in multiplayer, so not too bad if I do say so myself. Obviously, the micro needs a little bit of work. I'm used to dealing with vampire counts, so they're super slow, so I can click and look away, and a minute later they'll still be moving towards that order. So checking in the damage values here, 900 on the Pure Main Company, 400 on these White Lions, and 800 on these ones. The Rangers didn't really get a whole lot done in that battle. I think I was kind of using them to buffer away some of the skirmish cav, maybe. Not quite sure. I don't quite remember what I was doing with them. 900 on the Silver Helms and 700 on these ones. So this one paid for itself, but this one did not. Overall, pretty good work though from them. The Archers, on the other hand, 2,000 damage value, and they took no damage whatsoever. They earned 2 chevrons there, so really solid work from them. 1,300 from Peclis. He was really just keeping the Archers busy the whole time. And then 1,400 from the Noble, who is doing a lot of work on Setra, the Necrotech, and the Tomb Prince as well. So yeah, pretty solid build, I'd say, overall. Kind of put this one together myself. I knew that the White Lions would probably do really well into pretty much any infantry that the Tomb Kings could field. Not quite sure how they do against Tomb Guard. But despite not having shields, they do have quite a bit of missile resistance, so I wasn't too worried about them if my opponent did end up bringing a really heavy missile build, which this one isn't too terribly heavy. He spent a lot of money on the Heirotitan, which, by the way, only got 1,400 value, so don't know if the Heirotitan's a good choice into High Elves. It's really good into Vampires, though. But yeah, so not too shabby, if I do say so myself. But yeah, so you guys will be seeing quite a few more High Elf games. I'm hoping to get in at least 10 quick battles over the next 2 weeks. So definitely make sure to subscribe so you can see that content. Give the video a like if you guys are feeling the High Elves. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one.